Hello, hello. Gross. Hello, my name is Riley Rahm. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new, you guys might not know what it's about. Here on my channel, we are all about one thing, and that is breaking the status quo and doing what you truly love. For me in life, that is living life truly on my own terms. And I hope to inspire you guys to articulate your goals and dreams as well as I am. Today we are headed to the front office at my apartment complex to pick up a package. I will see you shortly. Alright, a little too TMI, but we got the package. I just wanted to show you how exactly sick I am. So I've been spitting loogies along the way. Check out that bad boy. Yeah, that's pretty gross, and we got an even worse one over here. That's why it's tough for me to intro the vlogs in the morning, just because I'm so stuffed up in the throat, lungs. I just sound groggy. I mean, I sound like a man for once. That's kind of gross, because I'm talking and then I'm spitting. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, I'll probably blur those out. That's kind of gross. I probably shouldn't be showing that on camera. It's like showing a dead body on camera. It's just don't do it. But anyways, I'm sure you're wondering what's in the package. I might have already said it already, but I'm just gonna wait until we get back to the apartment, open them up, and you guys will see.
It's like not working.
You gotta put a little more juice in there, buddy.
More jizz?
God, that looks like dog shit. I bet it tastes good, but looks like dog shit.
Face looks like dog shit.
Come on, you don't see it.
Looks like salsa. I put some mango salsa in there.
You put some mango salsa in your smoothie.
Yeah. Back this.
Go and unbox this package here. Yeah, so I actually already know I like these because I rented them for our New York trip. When I say that, it means I bought them, used them while I was in New York, and then took them back when I got back because I felt it was a purchase I just really didn't need. Means there's a lot of fiber in there. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
So filthy rich. You should work out in them too.
Fuck no.
Why not?
There we go. Welcome back, guys. So, what are we doing today? Today, I am currently making food. I'm gonna make a sandwich. I'm not hungry, but like I said, bulk is priority. So, we're gonna get some food in me and actually head to two places. One being Apple Store, gotta fix my headphones because I forgot to do that. And two, to the gym. We actually made the sandwich, here it is. And now we're going to devour this, watch some Max tuning, and head over to the Apple Store. So we'll see you there. For some reason, they are so, such stiflers when it comes to filming. No, just kidding. I'm just too much of a bitch to bring in my camera and film. Yeah, that's another thing I should probably get better at. I'm going to try. Push myself past my comfort zone. Come on, don't give this advice if you can't take it yourself, Riley. But anyways, what did you get? So we went to Apple Store. Yes, I know I did. I just got some headphones, but that's strictly for editing and studying, quiet times like airplanes, whatnot. However, for gym, you damn it, I forgot the AirPods. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I forget every gosh darn time. Anyways, I got the Beats X headphones, and these are very different than the Power Beats, okay? Because the Power Beats go over the ears, and yes, they stay in pretty well, but they hurt your ears so much, and that's something that I just can't tolerate when I'm working out. I do need to address my AirPods because those, beloved dog chewed them up. Those are actually used for work and also many other situations. Those AirPods are incredibly useful for situations that you might not foresee. So for that reason, I do need to get those fixed. So since this is like my third time of being at the Apple store with my AirPods and just failing to bring it up, I'm just probably going to send them in to get it fixed. Before we go to the gym, I am going to sear me up one of these country style ribs. We was at Costco yesterday. We got some snacks. So I'm trying these guys. These are layered fruit bars. The macros look like, let's see, what are the macros on these guys? So it's 14 grams of carbs per bar. 11 of those are sugar carbs. 60 calories, not bad. I think for a snack, it'll do, mate. So thanks to Donald for reminding me that I'm now a vlogger full time. So we were actually mid-meal when Donald decided to do a takeover of my channel. We have pork ribs right here. These are country style ribs, pan seared, thrown into the oven at 400 for about 5 minutes. Baked potato with just salt and pepper. Christian Guzman for inspiration for a pre-workout. Left it half full.
Out of them, so I guess that's not too expensive.
Yeah. I'm good doing a video.
Yeah. He just kind of
How
documents.
to work out.
Yeah, pretty much. Just documenting your life, that's all.
No.
Yeah.
Our first exercise for shoulders was a barbell overhead press. This is very important to start out with because you're doing a compound movement and we're also able to grow up into a heavier movement like upright rows. Upright rows we are doing with an easy bar because we're trying to alleviate some of the stress that goes onto the wrist in this movement. I suggest you guys do that if that's a problem for you. Our next exercise is a free motion cabled shoulder press. This one's very hard because you're having to worry about balancing the press as well as pushing it in general. We're supersetting this with a plate loaded frontal raise. Pair these two together and I guarantee you guys will get your delts sore. I just guarantee it. We did about 5 sets with 12 reps on both. And if you're supersetting them right, in other words, you're pushing yourself on those frontal raises, you're going to get a good workout. So we started to give our front delts some break, going into the face pulls, supersetted with a underhand rear delt raise. These two movements are next level as well because they really do isolate the delts. There's really nothing interfering on this movement. So now we're going into triceps, and as this guy walks by, this is a good movement to start with if you're trying to just isolate the triceps, and the reason is because there's really no other movement that you can go isolate your tricep more than something like this. You can do a dumbbell, but then that activates the delts. You can do dips, but that goes into the chest. That was a very good one to start with. Our next movement was a heavy skull crusher modification. You shouldn't be able to do a full skull crusher on these because the weight is so heavy. So you pretty much go into a pullover and into a press. It's very, very big for muscle builders. Next exercise was the French press with the dumbbell. This is another movement you can go super heavy with and is very good for building muscle. Going into biceps, there's no other exercise better than the barbell curl. Started out with a set of 30, going into heavier rep ranges like an 8-6-4 type of deal. Our next movement is the seated incline dumbbell curls. These ones it's a mecca for biceps. This is Arnold's movement. He's done this forever, and we are supersetting those with hammer curls. I was doing about 40 pounds here. just really making sure that I push through the burn and keep on going until I hit failure. We ended out this day with an isolation exercise with the biceps. Now, this certain gym didn't have a preacher curl machine, and if they did, we would have done those. So we had to kind of improvise. So we got this is a 15-pound dumbbell, and all you do is try to get onto a preacher machine where it's flat on the other side and start to tap on your bicep while you're curling. This helps the mind-muscle connection, and you're able to really get a huge pump in that bicep as we're finishing off the exercise. Back from the gym, now cooking dinner. As opposed to yesterday's meal where I cooked just one ribeye, I'm actually doing a ribeye and a half. Still doing the pans here, and in here we have 5 potatoes that we are going to be mashing. And I think that's going to do it for me tonight, so we'll see you when the food is cooked. Finished up here, steak's looking delicious. Oh my goodness. Ooh, God, yeah, should do an edit. And we got the mashed potatoes. All I do here is just add a little bit of butter and a good amount of milk. And then I have this like parsley garlic seasoning I throw in there that makes them super tasty. So, I'm gonna try this one. The belly is full, the steak is gone, and potatoes are devoured, and my belly is just a little full. I made a little too much potatoes, so I'm a little uncomfortable, but everything was delicious, and I'm actually really enjoying the bulk because everything's tasting good. And I reflect back onto the times where my bulks have gone very well, and it was when I was enjoying them. Don't get me wrong, I still have to force myself to eat, and I have to, make time to eat, but when the food is tasting better and I'm able to actually enjoy the food as it's going down, that's where I really excelled. And about a year and a half ago, I think that's where I really took off. But now I have to edit videos, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are wrapping up the night with a very positive note. One little update though that's very different than what you guys have been seeing me do is I'm actually extending my bedtime and wake up times by 1 hour. And the reason I'm doing this is because I feel it's important to assess your strengths and weaknesses. One of my weaknesses is waking up early. I am not somebody that wakes up early. Now, given the past couple of days have been rough because I've been sick. However, historically, unless I'm going golfing or something, there's no chance that I'm getting up early. But I don't find it that difficult to stay up late. And in fact, some of my best work is done at later hours, like just now. I get into a sense of flow and things just move along better. So because of that, I'm just shifting it by 1 hour. We'll see how that does. That means I'm going to be waking up at 8 and 9 on the weekdays and weekends. Looking forward to see how that works. But tonight I did the editing, and then I started working on my logos and a couple things on Instagram, trying to grow my brand there too. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the vlog. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. Let me just end this by saying, if you keep doing what you've always done, you will keep getting what you've always gotten. And I certainly took my advice today and did some changes. I was, in other words, I broke my norms. And tomorrow I'm going to wake up in a better position thanks to that. How can you guys do that in your life? I challenge you guys to ask yourself this every night and see where life takes you. You guys have a wonderful, beautiful day. We'll see you in the next one.